Hello again in this instalment of Spiritual Wisdom. I'm grateful to all of you that follow me here, my wise followers, all 36 of you. I'm grateful to share my knowledge, my wisdom with you, and also to share any facts about a subject, if there are any. And I'm just grateful to share my beliefs, ideas on this channel, and to be inspiring you, all who watch me, and to be helping all 36 of you who follow me here. And if any of you are watching or new to the channel, my name is Nicholas, and on my channel I talk about witchcraft, Wicca, paganism, self-love, and all manner of spiritual and philosophical topics. So today I'm going to talk about what is God. And there's no right or wrong answer to this question. It's a question that all spiritual people have to think about, because a lot of us in the spiritual community rather follow religion or we're more following a spiritual path. Most religions and most people that follow the spiritual path believe in a higher power. And I believe I am no different in that sense. I do believe in a higher power. You don't necessarily have to believe in a higher power to be spiritual, and that's another subject as well, because there are people that follow a spiritual path but they don't necessarily believe in a higher power. But it's so important to ask yourself, what is God? And the answer to that question will be different for everyone. And at the end of the day, no one can really tell you what God is. Only you know that answer for yourself, because the answer lies deep inside your heart and gut. And the way I look at God is like an onion. Many layers, many names, but still one divinity. Because if you think about it, the divinity, whoever the creator is, put it that way, whoever the creator is of us, of the universe, has no true name, no true face, what we as humans know it by. No true name, no true face, what we as human beings know it as. We may call it different names, but divinity, it comes to us in a form that makes sense to us. So for someone following the Catholic path, they follow the Holy Trinity. They may see God, the Son, the Spirit as separate beings. They may see them as all-encompassing energies. There's no right or wrong with that. And for the most part in spirituality, there's no right or wrong. There's just what an individual believes, what their perspective is. And to me, God is very much, even you could look at God like a diamond. A diamond is one, but it has many facets. And to me, that diamond would be made up of the goddess energy, which is the feminine divine, and the masculine divine. This diamond would also be made up of light and dark, just like God being in the concept of an onion, many layers, many names, but still one divinity. And God will come into your life in a form that makes sense to you. So to me, as I used to follow the Wiccan religion, and there's still elements of Wicca in my magical practice, like the God and Goddess concept of the God and the God and the Goddess concept, and now in my practice I look at that as the feminine and the masculine divine. And again, God for me, like Hecate, that she is my goddess, mother, friend, teacher, and I just love Hecate very much and I have a deep connection with her. And there was someone today that did ask for a reading over the phone, and usually when I do readings for people, I do them door to door. I do them face to face. I go to a person's home and I do a reading for them, but Hecate said it was okay to do a reading for this person over the phone, and I'd done them a sort of video call reading. But that's, to me, God is Hecate. For someone it may be Jesus. If someone follows a more Hindu path, they may work with a particular Hindu deity, but again, it's within Hinduism, it's like a god within a god sort of thing. And that God has many, and Hinduism is very, and not that I'm Hindu, but it's very similar to my beliefs with God's got many energies, many symbols. But if we, for example, as an individual, we needed to stand up for ourselves. So if we work with different gods and goddesses, maybe Morgan may come to us, like if we need. So God comes into our life in whatever form makes sense to us. There's no right or wrong path in life either. Like the Catholic path's not wrong, the Jewish path's not wrong, the Muslim, the Wiccan path is not wrong, but it's also not right either. because there's no right or wrong path, it's just the path which right for you, and your angels and guides will lead you to the right path. So for some people that is Christianity, for some people that's Judaism, for some people that's Islam, Hinduism, and some people, they were born into these religions, so it feels natural to follow the religion of their ancestors and their birth, and they feel and it feels empowering for them, that experience. For some people, it's more that they were not born into that specific religion or tradition, but they convert to it because it feels right for them, and their spirit will always lead you to the divinity and the path which is right for you. And for me, that is Hecate. I follow Hecate, and she's my main goddess, but I also follow goddess Isis, and goddess Isis has also came into my life in a way that makes sense to me. And Aphrodite when I went to Rome, Aphrodite was following me everywhere, because everywhere I would go, I would see images of her and saw images of Aphrodite everywhere, and then one time I found a statue of Aphrodite, and Aphrodite was my main goddess at the time, because Aphrodite was a very kind, very loving goddess. She has got a darker side to her, but at that time Aphrodite was helping me love and heal myself, but I still work with Aphrodite. But again, if you need to stand up for yourself, for example, if you're a woman watching this and you're new to paganism and you've been oppressed as a woman, like maybe you've been abused by men, or men have tried to control you or gain power over you and make you silent, maybe Morgan or Hecate even may come through. But it could be Morgan encouraging you to stand up for yourself, fight for your beliefs and values. Hecate does have, you could say, she is a goddess of justice and has that aspect of acting justice and encouraging you to seek justice. But Hecate sort of plays for me, the long game, is what Hecate is perspective on, dealing with negative people, play the long game. Whereas Morgan or even Lilith would be like, fight right now and take immediate action. So different deities have got different energies to them. And again, when it comes to Hecate, she has over 100 epithets. So there's so many different aspects of Hecate, and that's why. And again, very little is known. Things are known about Hecate, but very little, and she's very diverse, very complex. And she is. But she's a wonderful, amazing being. If you meditate, you study her mythology, you take that time to get to know her. And that's the same with any deity. But again, God will come into your life in a form that makes sense to you. And that could be, you may find deity through a specific religion or tradition, or you may look at other cultures and other religions, like the Egyptian religion, and maybe God Horus may be I do work with God Horus, but maybe God Horus may reach out to you, and maybe you're very drawn to him, because whatever Horus symbolises to you, and again, him being a god of the heavens, he's connected to the sun, the moon, and also a god of protection, justice, wisdom. Maybe you need justice, maybe you need to be more wise, maybe you need to connect with your crown chakra, or you wish to deepen your understanding and wisdom. Any deity can really help with that, because a lot of us, part of spiritual growth is to connect with your higher mind, like your crown chakra, and also to connect with your third eye as well, and to expand your knowledge and consciousness. Any deity can really help with that, but different deities are going to help you do that in a different way. For example, if you're someone really struggling with self-love, Hecate could help you love yourself from a place of healing, letting go of things that no longer serve you, and empowerment, and help you realise your power and take it back. Goddess Aphrodite could really help you with love by teaching you that you are beautiful inside and out, that you're kind. Any deity can really help you love yourself, or become empowered. But it's a different aspect of that. It's a different aspect. Any goddess or god can help you get justice, but it's a different aspect of that. Some gods would encourage you to play the long game with justice. Some would take immediate action right now. And God will come into your life in a form that makes sense to you. And if someone believes in various different gods and goddesses and sees them as individuals, there's nothing wrong with that either. That's the way that the universe needs to come into your life. And essentially, even if you do believe in all different gods and goddesses, they're all one, and we are one with them. Everything is one within the universe. Everything is one with each other. So therefore, that is why God is still one divinity, one being. Even if you see them as all individual gods or goddesses, or you believe in one God, everything is all oneness within the universe. And God comes into your life in a form that makes sense to you. So what is God? Well, it's a higher being. It's a higher being. It has no true name or face. It has many names, many faces, but it comes into your life in a form that makes sense to you in order to help you grow, in order to help you be wise and strong. And that when we connect with the feminine aspect of God, like when me connecting with God, I'm connecting with the feminine side, but I've also connected with the masculine energy as well, like with Horus, Apollo, and we've all got masculine and feminine within us. And sometimes it'll be more the goddess energy which calls out to us, because that aspect is going to really help us. Sometimes it may be the more masculine aspect. And even in the Catholic tradition, in the Catholic tradition, there's not really goddess worship, but many Catholics worship Virgin Mary. So you've got that Jesus for sort of the masculine energy, and then Mary for the feminine energy. So again, it's that balance. And we live in a very balanced universe, masculine, feminine, light and dark. Everything in this universe has polar opposites. And if we look at nature, God is very much like nature, in the sense that God is balanced. God can be light and dark. God can be kind but also cruel. God can be beautiful but also dark. Because nature is those things. Nature is both. A lot of people watch nature documentaries, myself included, and you'll see the lions eat deer, and people will go, that's very cruel, but the lions aren't doing it to be cruel, they're doing it to survive. But it is cruel nevertheless. It is cruel and hard to watch, but it's still cruel. But then you see nature's also beautiful, all these beautiful animals, the plants, the nature, and then nature's got its light and dark side to it as well. And the universe is no different. The universe, God is no different. Light, dark, has a kind aspect to it, beautiful aspect, but dark aspects as well. We too are like the divine, because we've got a light side to us, we've got a dark side to us. What matters is what side we choose to act upon. We have strengths, but are also our positive side. We have flaws and weaknesses, and we shouldn't feel bad about having flaws and weaknesses. We should accept our flaws and weaknesses, still love ourselves, flaws and all. So dark does not always mean evil though, because we've got our flaws and weaknesses, our insecurities, our fears, which is also our darker self as well. However, I hope this video helps, and my message in this video, which is the most important, is only you can decide what God is for you, and God will come into your life in a form that makes sense for you. Until next time, may we part again. Have a wonderful, amazing day, and blessed be.